Checking out the library? Oh, okay. Hey, there's plenty of time for this. You know, it's Kujichagulia, and it's time for the toast. You ready? Let's get it. Great Kujichagulia. Hey, I want to say good morning or a great day, whatever time it is that you're tuning in. I want to thank you for taking the time for chilling with us on Gye-Nyame Journey's Daily Toast. I want to send a shout out to my brother, the traveler, Brother D, for the recent loss in this life, but the gain of a powerful ancestor. This goes out to you, my brother. We're going to toast our ancestors. We're going to toast the creator our ancestors. But first, we got to start off today with a shot of water. Jumpstart the body, y'all. Come on, drink your water, drink your water, drink your water. Get it started. My own homemade ambrosia. Available for family and friends. Now this one right here is a sipper. I'm trying to tell y'all this one is strong. It's been sitting around. Y'all been drinking this one with me for maybe a week and a half. We've been slowly making it through the gallon and I don't know what happened. But this one is stronger than usual. So we're gonna go on first. We're gonna salute the creator, the energy that's all around us. We call on this energy to be active with us and to protect us and to see us through our hard times, because it's in those hard times that we find ourselves. Kujichagulia, in the hard times is when the definition of who we are really comes out, when we really are able to define ourselves, when we are really able to mold ourselves. So we salute the creator for allowing us those opportunities. Right? That feedback from life, not failure, not really struggle. It's feedback. So let's learn how to use it, create a healthy feedback loop so that we can continue growing. All right? We toast the creator. We toast our personal ancestors. We call on our personal ancestors. I challenge everybody that's on the journey. Develop your own personal list of ancestors, right? Your personal ancestors. You know, if you need to, develop you an altar, whether it's on your bookshelf or it's in a little private space where you got pictures of your friends and family around. so that you can always salute them. You can always have a toast with them, because it's important that as African people we start plugging back into our traditions, right, and moving forward, right? We're in a modern time now, so we have to go and start learning how to adapt what we are. One of my elders always talk about resilience, right, and the resiliency of our traditions, and how they're able to mold and shape no matter what situation we are in. So we need to learn how to call on our personal ancestors, because they are your guardian angels, whether you know it or not. Your grandmama's looking out for you. She had passed. Your grandfather's looking out for you. And when you drink with them and you drink for them, it empowers you, all right? So we salute those ancestors. Last but not, this ain't the last. We're going to salute the day. So we started with the past, and we started with the Creator. We moved to the past, right? Now we're moving into the present. We toast today, which is Kujichagulia. We drink for the day. And then from Kujichagulia, self-determination, which is also lines up with correspondence. As above, so below. It also lines up with justice, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of us are screaming that we want, but we're being tricked and we're falling for it. We're not getting justice, we're getting laws, you know what I'm saying? We're getting man's laws. So we need to really start defining that type of stuff, right? The color that goes for the day is orange. No, my fault. Is indigo, dark blue. So, boom, all that stuff. Like I said, I'm going to try to get into that a little bit more as we move on through the toast. So we move on, not today, but as we move on into the future. And then last but not least, we toast for our children's children unto infinity, because everything that we're building, everything that we're working towards is for a better future for them. If not, then why are you doing it? Right? If you're not doing it, because really, you could do it for yourself, but eventually you fade away and your children will come, or others will come and take over. What will be your legacy? What are you leaving? What are you building for the future? So we toast. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, 100 years. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Get your probiotics, yo. That ambrosia. Alright. So, we need to start the day. So we're going to do our cleaning. And from our cleaning, we're going to move into our movements. And then we're going to move into our Ashe breath. I'm going to take a shower afterwards. Ice cold shower. Alright. So, with that, we off.
You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.
Peace, Hotep. It's Mansour Hotep, aka Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity, does it sound good? I think it sounds great. Right now, you listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Verbal delegation. In that society, Dr. Brown, Mr. Deity. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us. Mr. Deity, where you been? In my corner of the ring, fighting life, trying not to get counted out or throw in the towel. On the ropes, I'ma lean till my vision see clean, blood in my eye. This world is a bad dream. As long as money's king, I feel funny in my being. You can see it when I walk and you hear my shackles cling. IMAX, bigger picture, niggas still don't see a thing. It's 2014, still flag torching. Fucking inflation make it hard to cop groceries, so don't be surprised if someone run up with that sorcery. Levitate your wallet, give me the loot. Chris Wallace, capitalizing democracy at its rawest. Sucker, you the trees, I'm the forest, I'm the earth, you a Taurus, I'm Black Jesus, you don't know who a Saw is. Hannibal Vicarious, every bar is a battalion. Spirit of a panther with the Kebelon medallions. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us. They still got our children pledging allegiance to flags that spill red and blue blood to white out history we had. No Django 8 years ago, took my chains off. 4 Mansour Hotep and took James off. 80% of prisons overpopulated with colored brothers. 30% of our children aborted by mothers. Most of the gun violence is a brother on another. Most of the work on the street, we sell to one another. What's the equation to these mathematics? When you control the minds and the economy, multiply the madness. The ghetto's an experiment created by your masters. We tried to change that shit, but they killed all the Panthers. Fred Hampton, bullet holes in a bloody mattress. This Liberation Patriot Act, terrorist action, sponsored by your local revolutionary rapper. I voted for assassination, you can cast my ballot. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us. They divide us. K's right beside us. How you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us. They divide us. K's right beside us. How you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, can't fly us.
Do you hear that? Is it supposed to sound like this? Mr. Deity, I think it sounds great. Mr. Deity?
don't do the steam thing, but this will be the third time that I ran through this. Alright? So, now, perfect lesson in Kujichagulia, self-determination. Fam, listen. I done did this 3 times. This is my 3rd take. My data is just disappearing. I go into my thing, I find out that I don't have enough space. I got old videos on here because I got to clean out the videos because my videos take up so much space that I don't have space. Now I could just give up, throw my hands up and be like, woe is me. Life is not fair. You know what I'm saying? But I'm defining the narrative, right? Creators give me another opportunity. I'm being given another opportunity from my ancestors to just lay this shit out again. Right? This is how important this message is. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're on Kujichagulia. Alright, it's gonna be right here. I ain't know whether to put it over here, but I'm gonna put it right here. Alright? Kujichagulia, it's floating right there. I can touch it. I'm touching on it right now. Right? Okay. Alright. So now, self-determination. Right? Self-determination. It also shares the day with justice. It shares the day with correspondence. It shares the day with the third eye. This is where the Kujichagulia point is, right? My elder, Dr. Mariba Kelsey, used to tell us, he said, no, this is not the third eye. This is the first eye. Now, what you mean? He said, this is the first, that's the first eye that is formed. And the rest of your body is formed around that first eye. That's a wow. So long before these two open up, that first one is already active. Right? Because we learned, because we don't use it, because we forgot how to use it. Now it's sitting inside of you, waiting for you to awaken it. Right? And I'm honestly starting to believe the stories we tell ourselves, or the stories that we are programmed with, shut that down or wake it up. What story are you telling? Right? And this is the point, man. Yesterday, I had somebody send me a correspondence, and it was a victim-based correspondence. And this victim-based correspondence virus, because it's like a virus. Being a victim is like a virus. I need you to understand that, right? Because it spreads, you know what I'm saying? Because now you're looking for people to blame, you're looking for other things to blame, you know what I'm saying? Boom, it's a victim, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. And most of us are victims because of the stories we have been told, or the stories we have accepted about ourselves. Fam, we have to change that. As a matter of fact, we have to understand that the narrative that we allow to fill up our lives, fill us up, and spill out into our children. So if I'm constantly having a story of woe, if I'm constantly having a narrative of woe, if I'm constantly having a tale of woe, guess what type of tales my children more than likely would tell? Most of us, right, don't understand that stories aren't just told, narratives aren't just told like how I'm talking to you right now. Narratives are told in how we walk, how we have conversations, not what we say, how we deal with situations, and how we deal with others in relationships. That's telling a story. And it spills over into our children. Our children start becoming us. Some of our story is transmitted through the genes. So now, in our conscious state, when we start waking up, we have the power to change our story. Why is it important to change our story? Because it is the Kujichagulia, the self-determination, that moves us towards justice. See, because we got to understand, justice is not given by men. It'll never be given by men. Why? Justice is about balancing out the scales. If I am winning over here, this means my scale become heavier than yours. I'm lifting you up, and I'm going down because I'm getting the burden of all your wealth. For me to supposedly give you justice, that means I have to give you back all the stuff that I work to steal from you. And that might be justice to you over here. But that's a crime to me. I worked hard to steal on that. I killed a lot of people. I raped and pillaged. I'm not giving up my shit. Justice is something that we have to take. Justice is never given to a people. Justice is like liberation. Actually, I'm starting to think they're related. And then justice is distributed amongst a people, right? By the people. Now, we have to put a halt to the victim narrative. I'm not saying that we need to stop talking about slavery. I'm not saying that we need to stop talking about the effects of slavery. But the narrative that we bring with that, we have to start changing, man. It's horrible. It's saddening. I don't want to hear this shit. So I know my kids don't want to hear this shit. I know my kids is running away from it. So we have to figure out how to change the narrative. Like, for example, I didn't rush out to go see Nat Turner. I still ain't seen Nat Turner yet. You know why? Birth of a Nation, you know why I ain't seen it? Because I know the fucking end. I don't give a fuck what he did within the first 150 minutes. I know in that last 10 minutes they're going to kill him. That's not a story for me. I know the story, right? We need to come up with a mythical character that escaped. Develop some type of secret underground organization and is waiting for a chance to come and take back what's ours. What's wrong with that? They do it all the goddamn time. We got to change our narrative, right? We got to be bold enough to change our narrative and don't care who it affects outside of us. We got to build. We got to be bold enough to build. We got to be brave enough to build. We got to be... See, having a narrative requires you to be brave, bold, strong enough to protect it. See, because we're trying to shoot for wealth. We're trying to shoot for material wealth. But we haven't even looked at the intrinsic wealth that's in us. And that intrinsic wealth is translated through stories. Right? What stories are we telling our kids? Right? I have situations where I have families that are raising children to be victims. Whether they were victimized by God or victimized by the system, rather than looking at the opportunity to give these young people a challenge. What's the difference between a handicap and a challenge? You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it, black folks. We had the biggest handicap in history. It's a challenge. Why? Why do you handicap something? Why do you handicap somebody? Because the potential in them is so great that they outdo all the other competition. This is why you handicap something. You know what I'm saying? This is why, and when you gamble, you give the least likely team to win, you give them points so that other people will be willing to bet on him. I'm not betting on them if I don't get no goddamn points. Do I get a point spread? Because this other team is incredible. But I'll take them if you give me a 7-point spread. Handicaps will put on great things, right? You need to think about some of your struggles, whether it's the color of your skin, whether it's not being able to see, whether it's not being able to hear, as a challenge, because you were so great, you were so powerful that you had to start life with a handicap. I know some of y'all gonna be mad at me. I don't give a shit, because the PC is, I need to change the narrative of my people, man. We need to change our narratives because our kids is getting this shit and they're running around. Some of them are running around these schools, not learning nothing, rolling on the goddamn ground, acting like fucking, I don't even want to say what they're acting like, but we got to stop it because they're living out the narrative that they've been taught as a group that we're showing them. You know what I'm saying? When we get on TV and be groan and moan and cry because a president ain't doing nothing when they see us spending all types of money, doing all types of fuckery, give me a break. Alright, but today the key is our Kujichagulia will move us towards justice. Justice is never given, justice has to be taken. You could never count on another man to give you justice. Never. You can count on another man to follow a law and give you the justice of the land, but they will not give you the justice of your people. If we're waiting for other people to come to terms with the fact that their ancestors were wrong and it's up to them to balance out the scales, they will never do it. Why? Because it's against human nature. Why is it against human nature? Because I have to take food off my child's plate to put food on your child's plate. And I'm not going to do it. There's a rare individual that will do that. Rare. They're rare. And there are not enough of them in order for us to really get what we need in this world. So, hey, this is Brother Hatim saying, great Kujichagulia. Great Kujichagulia. Man, listen, I'm so glad I had to do this 3 times, man. Listen, because that's the lesson, right? Because I'm telling you, man, I could have just gave up. I could have just put what I got on and said, hey, I had a hard time, but no. No, I stuck to it. Self-determination. I defined the story. The story was that I was given an opportunity. I was given an opportunity to give it to you like this, right? So, hey, I want you, I want you to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share. This is Brother Hatim saying, great Kujichagulia, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you, right there. And for those that want more information about Gye-Nyame Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there.